Generic greetings. I don't know what prompted me to spend a not inconsiderable amount of money on what essentially amounts to a piece of scrubland that's been used for fly tipping, but, well, here we are. This is House Flipper, and specifically the Garden Flipper DLC, which is all about, as you guessed it, sorting out the garden. Now, obviously, in the past in House Flipper, you could go ahead and renovate the inside, and there was a Halloween-type house where you could do a little bit on the outside, and that was a sort of teaser, but this is now the full release for this thing, and as you can see, we've got the ability to go around the outside and clean it up. We've got like a nice little shack here, and we've got all sorts of random garbage. I have taken the liberty of cleaning some of this up already, and we're certainly not going to be clearing up this entire garden, but I just want to show you a little bit of it and try it out myself. I've only played about half an hour of it so far, but I sort of knew what I was I sort of knew what to expect. I mean, it's House Flipper, but just on the outside. Anyway, by the way, today's beverage is a very cold, it's very cold, a very cold drink of lemon tea. I went for, well, it's not an iced tea, but yeah, it's quite cold nonetheless because it's warm outside. When I probably should be outside doing the garden because the hedge does need cutting, but hey ho, we're here just digging away at some bits of rock here. So the idea is you will be doing up your garden, and with the obviously release of this expansion, you've got different things that's been added. So we've got now more traits for the gardener, so we've got more equipment and different like gardener scents and stuff, and just different perks. We've also got one for cleaner as well, which will go for faster cleaning. We've also got in the store, we've got another tab here, which is the garden tab. So there's your house tab and there's your garden one, and you've got to say like decorations and sculptures, and you've got a gnome for some explicable reason. I've yet to meet a person that likes gnomes, but anyway. I've also got a windmill. Cool, we can make crazy golf perhaps, also perhaps not. We've also got things like, if we go over to say garden, we've got surfaces, so you can have like sand or gravel or like paving and things like that, because if we press enter, we now have the option to either put the house on auction, which was what we've seen previously, or submit the garden for a contest. And we've got 4 options here. We've got American Garden, which is pretty much devoid of all greenery or anything you have to deal with, and it's got a lot of soft furnishings and a big hole with some water in it, otherwise known as a pool. We've got a crop garden, which is essentially like urban farming, English country garden, and then modern garden, which is very quite nice actually. And it costs you a little bit to participate, but anyway, we're not going to do that yet, and probably at all in this video. We're just really focused on clearing some stuff up. Now, as I said, I've already taken the liberty of cleaning a little bit, and by the way, you're supposed to hold a shovel and do this, but you really don't need to. You can just literally click until it hits and then move on, and eventually I think once you've done most of it, it will disappear. I've already taken the liberty of cleaning up some of this area. There was a lot of molehills which I had to clear, and the problem with those is every time you dig a molehill or fill it in, it essentially spawns another one until you find said mole, which is promptly annoyed and then runs off, but at least it's been dealt with. There was no option to hit it with a shovel. Not that I want to do that, you understand. I have no ill will against the mole, but either way, I needed to shoo it away, and perhaps next door's garden is going to suffer for that, but that's not really our issue, is it? So we're going to keep digging here and getting rid of this essentially just pile of rubble. It's all split on the edge there, which I'm hoping is not going to be an issue, because if we've got some under the ground that's like clipping or something, that could give us a bit of an issue, but whatever, we'll see. Just clearing out all that, a little bit there. I mean, you can see we've got loads at the edge there. I think that, like as I said, once we've cleared the majority of it, it does disappear, but we'll see if that is true or not. I don't want to renovate the entire garden. That's beyond the scope of this video. I just really want to show you a little bit of the game and the DLC, but also, basically, oh, there we go. It's actually all disappeared, which is good. Yeah, I wanted to, like, say, I don't know, build something around here. Maybe we'll, like, do a little patio or something. Obviously, we've got a shack there as well, which we could do up. Just to clarify, the DLC does come with additional maps that are, you know, obviously focused around gardening and such like that, but there's nothing stopping you doing up the gardens in the old places, as far as I'm aware. Now, I haven't tried it in any of the homes that I own, because, quite frankly, I don't own anything these days on this save file, because I've sold them all, done them up and sold them all, but you can do it in the sort of shack that you have your office in, so at least there's that. So there we go, that's now cleared out. We'll go to remove objects, and we'll clear out what essentially is a lot of people's waste here. Well, I guess I say a lot of people. It could either be a lot of people's waste or one person with a lot of problems. I mean, it could be either way. Let's go over to the garden hose, and we can use this to spray the graffiti off the walls. And as you can see, there's a lot of graffiti around here. It's all been tagged, so we'll get rid of that, and that's fine. We've also got, ooh, a horrible patio thing here. What I might do is clean this up with our pressure, well, it's not actually a pressure washer, but it would be nice if we had a pressure washer. There we go, and we will probably extend this patio out here and then see what we can make. But anyway, you can pick these plants up as well. You can see remove them. I don't know if it does say remove weeds, so they are classed as weeds. What we'll do is we'll remove all of these, and I wonder if there's a faster way of doing it apart from just manically clicking and getting RSI. What I'll do first is I will use the brush cutter, it's called. I know it as a strimmer, but anyway, we'll strim all this back, and we'll make sure we can see what we're cutting. So we're just going to do it quite methodically, like actually go up and down. In fact, it would be better if we had a lawnmower, because we'd actually get some stripes put in here, which would be really cool. It looks like it does not remove the weeds, which is something I didn't expect it to do, even though that's pretty much exactly what this thing is for. But at least we then are able to see them. I don't know why as well. Can you see that? I'm getting like moved around. That's very interesting. And when I say interesting, I mean slightly annoying, because even though it's a tiny little weed, a little shrubbery there, we are getting pushed around all over the place, and I'm not managing to cut in a straight line. The majority of this will probably be under some sort of paving or something, so I guess I don't need to do this, because once you've paved, I believe it removes it anyway. Anyway, we'll see. So just trimming this right back here, although it didn't look too bad before. It was very very good. Oh, see, you can trim through that. You can trim through that, but you can't trim through the other stuff, which is, I don't know why. Anyway, so we'll chop through that and chop through that. We do have another skill point. I wonder what we can get. Let's go over for an extra shovel, or coming soon. Faster planting, faster digging, faster unfolding grass from roll. Also, we'll put some grass down there. High grass visible on the minimap, so we'll do that. Yeah, so, there we go. So that's actually shown on there. That's pretty cool. Oh, I like that. Okay. So we're basically doing... it's like using the razor tool, essentially. And we can go back and forward like that. It's interesting that it's... There we go. I'm actually using the minimap to do this now. And we've missed a little strip. I mean, some people might like that, but we're going to get rid. There we go. That's gone. And job done. Right, okay, so there's a lot of weeds around here, and we'll clear those out. That should be about everything now. So we'll go over to pick up, and we'll get rid of all of this. And we'll see if we can actually lay some proper turf in the centre here, because at the moment, it's just a little bit garbage. I wonder if we can remove these, actually. If we go over to demolition, sell objects, you can't sell a tree. Demolition, I wonder if you can just... Nope, you can't. So you either need an axe or you can't at all. Okay, so we're going to go over to our store here. We're going to go to probably surfaces, and can we get some turf? There we go. Yeah, we got big turf roll and turf roll small. We'll go for a big turf roll, and we'll say buy now, and we will place it. Actually, it probably doesn't. Does it really matter? We'll place it. Well, actually, you know what? We'll place it sort of here. And we'll turf sort of right forward, and we'll see if it actually rolls properly. So we'll place it there, and if we we just hold and spread. There we go. So we're actually able to lay this turf all the way along. That's pretty good. Right, okay. First time I've used the turf roll. It would be much better if we could roll this quicker, but like a lot of things in House Flipper, it's just better if you have all of the perks. Anyway, so we'll have this one little strip of turf going up right through the centre here, which strangely we're probably going to not even bother with, because I think we were going to have a path, but we'll see. At least there is a perk, I believe, to speed this thing up. Once we've got to this bit, we'll be able to stop. So that is now stopped. And we'll say finish and cut. And there we go. Right, so that's right through the centre there. And it doesn't go all the way toward the edge. Okay, I might be able to resolve that. Let's just buy that now and place it. Place it there, actually. And then we'll say use. Can we not use? Nope, it won't let me place it, so I'm going to have to pick it up and move it to there, and then use... there we go. And then we'll sort of lay this forward. It would be much better if it was faster. In terms of some of the other things you can plant, obviously plants are an obvious one. You can buy all different types of plants and such. You can have baskets, you can have raised planters, and that sort of thing. You can also have a, was it like a seat swing? I think I saw a seat swing. I certainly saw a hammock, so yeah, we might have to place one of those in the corner there. And you've got barbecues and all of that sort of thing. So if you do up the house, then it will be probably worth a bit more. I like the way that this can basically just run forever. And there we go. That's actually done. Oh, that's nice. It's right up to the edge there. That's pretty good. Okay, so we've got that done so far. Let's just go over to, I mean, if we go for surfaces, you got sand, you got gravel. Let's try, if we went to gravel, and you can change it to, that'll be fine. We'll say by menu, and you can increase the size of it there, and you basically just paint it on, like so. So we can have this as like a gravelled area if we really want to, although it doesn't really fit. What if we go over like that? Does it, oh yeah, so it actually sort of changes the edge there of the turf. Alright, okay, pretty cool. Let's go to the, where is it, furniture, and we want to go for, what would it be, seat swing or something? I don't know if we want to have a seat swing. I certainly want like some of these armchairs and the tables, and I want them around here, but as you can see, we haven't finished turfing, so I really need to sort that out before anything else. So it'll be surfaces and right down at the bottom. I mean, we could actually have like a patio type area. Do we need one with a curb though? We don't really want cobbles. What's that? Composite board with curb. We could put some decking in. Do you want to put some decking in, maybe? Put some sort of dark wood decking in. That would be quite good. And we'll rotate it round and see just how much we can place. We'll snap it to there. And... is that pretty much it? You get one. Right. That's not... There's no way we're... There's no way. Oh, you can actually sell that as well. Okay. You can't sell a turf, but you can sell some of this that you've placed. Okay. That's pretty good. Again, it's like a sort of paint tool. Or in this case, an eraser tool. That's removed. Right. So we want to go for paving slabs, sports surfaces, stone aggregate, turf, and stepping stones. I guess the stepping stones we can place in the... Yeah, we can place in here. So if we wanted to, we could place like one there and... yeah, we could place like a nice little sort of stepping stone bit all the way to the end. Fairly cool. Fairly cool. Like I say, we want to finish turfing because I think that's probably the way to go. So we'll go right down and we'll find turf big roll by now, and then we'll place it right on the edge there, and we'll use that. And then yeah, we're not overlapping. Oh, is that? Okay. So turfing around that tree is going to be a bit of a nightmare anyway. So we'll place that in as close as we can. So there, I think. We are overlapping it just a little bit, but I'd rather do that than go right through to the end and then turn around and there's one half a femtometer strip that you can just see in between the two turf bits, because that would be extremely aggravating. I have the option to sell a house, but I don't think that would be a good thing. Actually, will this, if I just keep turfing forward, will it remove the... yes, it will. It actually removes the old grass there, which is good. And, oh, looks like it stopped for a second, and then there we go. And we teleport back to there because, well, of course we do. Right, back over to the turfing here, and I'm going to place it there, and then forward. We got a little bit around that tree, which I believe is going to give me endless problems, but we'll have to see about that one. In terms of things we want to place, I think a couple of stepping stones up to a fairly decent patio in the centre with some garden furniture and that sort of thing. It would be nice to have like a sort of raised decking area with a barbecue on it, and maybe even a jacuzzi, but I don't know if we can get that. You notice for some reason we didn't teleport there. Interesting. Anyway, we'll place this turf there and then go forward from there. Obviously, we are getting close to finishing this, which is good. And Ooh, it's actually quite a big garden when you look at it. It's a fairly big patch of land. Sadly, we won't be able to build anything else in terms of buildings. Like, we won't be able to expand on that as far as I'm aware. Let me just get to the end there, and we'll stop that. I'm gonna. There you go. Teleport back again. Sometimes we teleport back, and sometimes we do not. I'll place that in there, and then forward. I was going to say we'll have a look at that building, but we teleport right back. And there's also one little... Is that a weed on the right-hand side there? That sort of dandelion, I think. It's on the right-hand side. We'll sort that out in but a moment. So we're going to go full ground force on this and do... I don't know, do we want a water feature? Water feature is generally a decent thing to have. And I'm assuming we can and will get them. We'll have to see. It all depends. I was going to say it all depends on price, but it really doesn't depend on price at all, because this is the same save file that we've been doing basically on all of the house flipper videos throughout the well, not inconsiderable amount of time that we've been messing around on it and played on it and done some videos. But yeah, so we have 400,000 generic units of currency to do pretty much whatever we want with. I don't think there's a... Is there a house that's more than that in the game? I would be surprised. Anyway, let's just clean up that there. And how on earth are we going to do that? I have no idea. Surfaces, turf. Let's go for turf roll small. And, oh, right, really? Really? That is fairly bad. No, why is that a thing? You would never be able to buy rolls of turf. Oh, look at that. You're right, so getting around this is going to be an absolute nightmare, because we're going to have to use these really small rolls to sort of scoot around the edge. Oh my, that is fairly poor. Anyway, well, no, look, it's hitting the tree there. So what am I supposed to do? Sort of paint up to it? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like that. Don't like that. That could be improved. I don't know what the option for that is. Like, what do we do now? Do we just spin it round and go that way and do that? Yeah, we're just gonna. Oh, good grief. Right, place it there, up to there. I think we're just going to have to accept that there's going to be a little bit of turf missing there. I don't know what else I can do, but I was going to say you can hardly see, but you really can see, can't you? You really can see it there. We'll place it there as a diagonal and move it forward to there. No, I don't think there's much we can do there. Oh, that's a shame. Can we not do anything about that? You can't sell it. You can't demolish it. You can't cut it with the strimmer, with the brush cutter. I'm guessing the water jet ain't going to cut through it either. No. Okay. Right, fine. Yeah, look at that. It's not even allowing you to place it in certain areas, so we'll just go up to there. Anyway, what's in this little shack, by the way? It is full of rubbish, as we normally, well, sort of expected. We're going to turn this at some point into a little summer house. Probably not now, because, well, we've got enough to deal with. So there's a nice bit so far. Obviously, we need to do a lot more to it, but... yeah, let's get like a hammock put in, I think. So we'll go for hammock. Hammock. Drelods. Okay, that's not too bad. That's I'm guessing you're not going to be able to. Oh, that's a nice one. I'm guessing you can't put them between the trees. We'll put the hammock in between these trees here, like so, in the shade, where the birds can just, you know, drop on you. Actually, we'll shift it probably a little bit further back to there. That's quite okay. I wonder if we've got like an outdoor burner of some kind to keep warm. Probably, but let's work on the sort of decking thing here. So we're going to go over to surfaces, and actually I want to go for these rocks here, stepping stone big, by many. So we'll say many, and I'm going to have to turn the torch on because it is getting dark now. So we'll put these little sort of stepping stones in. We're not going to focus... Oh, that's good. It's randomly changing the orientation, and I'm going to slowly go to this, like that, over to the left there, and I don't think any more... is necessary, because we're going to have like a sort of stone surface there, which is, you know, a bit annoying because we've just spent a lot of time building all that there. 100 by 100 centimeters, so that's not very much at all, although we can buy multiples. So what if we do that? If we buy many, do you want to line it up with the fence? You can hold shift and it does snap it to a grid. We'll say 1, 2 there, and then there we go. We can overlap them like so, and it is not too bad. No, that's okay, actually. I don't mind that. There we go. Right. I'm not focused too much on like the overlapping bits. So just as long as we get. Oh, we're gonna. Actually, I might have to focus. I might have to focus on that. Can you see the gaps there? Yeah, you can. You can. Okay. There we go. And those ones you can as well. Yeah, you have to line them up properly, otherwise you're going to see that. Okay, that's understandable. You can buy them without the edges, I believe, but still, we'll just sort of marry them up like so. No, you have to get them just right. And I don't know what that would be. Cell objects, that one and that one. Is it like as far as we can get? Is it as far as we can get in? Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And go from there. Oh, there's one. I can't, sadly, I'm going to have to go back to sell them because otherwise we just, that'll mix up the rest of them. There we go. And this is where we can have our ARG. So, don't know what an ARG. Don't know if we can buy an ARG, but we've certainly got one for free. There and there. Yeah, that's fine. And there you go. Yeah, that's working out okay. Not too bad at all. And it fit in. Okay. That's fine. We're going to make it probably a little bit wider. 1, 2, 3, I think is fine. It would be nice if we had sort of edging that was a bit less square. And that might sound like a very silly comment. We're using square tiles, you understand, but I'm sure, like, you know, like as in break this hard edge. I mean, we do have a sledgehammer, so we could probably give it a college try anyway. A good old college try. Why is it not placing there? That's interesting. It wouldn't place cell objects, that one. That certainly is lined up. And it will not go. So one of those has probably been placed in the wrong location. Okay, I have no idea, but I'm not going to worry about it. So, there's that. We're going to go back over to pair surfaces and to this stepping stone big. And I'll have the stepping stone going from here along to that. Right, okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad. And what else can we put in here? Well, I think we'll have some furniture. And you know what I want to do? What I really want to do is go to settings. And we want to have day-night cycle. We'll have it as real time. Because having it dark is just a nightmare. Right, so we want to go down to furniture. And we'll use this this stuff here. So we've got the Tinto table. We'll have it as probably the dark colour there, and we'll buy one of those. Oh, it's actually a lot smaller than I thought. I thought it was going to be much bigger than that. Back over to furniture then. We got these sofas and sofa Jamaica. How big is that? It looks quite large, but it is quite large actually. And we can place it probably one there. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, and we'll buy a couple of these actually. We'll buy 3 of them perhaps. Or would that be too much? No, I think it'll be alright. That looks okay. And then I believe there was a table Jamaica. Yes, there was as well. And we can place it there. I wonder if there's a fire pit. Fire pit would be nice. That's a fur pit. Fire pit. Electrical fireplace, fire pit. Aha! We do have a fire pit. But it's not very big, but we can pick that up, shift it over there for now, have a fire pit there. Ah, there we go, look, that's why the thing was moved. Okay, so I'll have a fire pit, it will be there, which is not right in the centre, and then these tables will put... what we'll do Pick that up. Move that to there a little bit. And then hopefully that can fit in. Much better. Much better. Right. There to there. Not too fond of the decor on the actual thing anyway. Oh, we can change it. Oh, we could change the pillows as well. Oh, probably like a neutral white would have been a bit better. A bit more contemporary, but we're not going to focus too much on that, really. Not going to stress over it. We'll place this there, and this will go there. Right, a bit too close. That's okay. So already we've transformed this garden to be a little bit better. It is, however, missing some plants, which is not good. Oh, we've also got fences as well. Do you want to place some half fence? Retro fence, narrow retro fence. Oh, look at that. Gate retro. Right. So how would we place this? I see. That'd be nice. Yeah. Right, I'm feeling that. Okay. Lining it up is not good. A nice snapping tool would be appreciated right about now. And the problem with this is that, yep, you guessed it, it's not going to be the right size for this bit at the back. It also really doesn't want to go in. That's well off that bit. That's all kinds of wrong. By now. Why won't that fit in? It just won't go. At all. Okay, we'll focus on this side now. So I'm going to rotate that round to about there and place it in here, which is it? No, it's not. It's on the edge. Yeah, lining stuff up is a bit of a problem, but we'll get there. We'll get there. By many, this is once again going to be an issue for us because we're going to have to look out on the end here, which we might be about right. It's not too bad. The problem is where we've got this. Yeah. Can we just buy posts? Yes. There is. Yes. So some thought has been made on that side of it. So you can just place a post. That's okay. So we'll pick this up, move it to there. Pick this up, move it to there, and pick this up and move it to there. That's a bit better. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to come together. I mean, obviously, if the client comes along, oh, we got that double cross fence. I could have used that as well. If any of the let me just place that there. If any of the homeowners come along and check the work, they're going to be very unimpressed by the the standard of work with the whole extra bits missing and so forth, and you know, we've got like that's higher than that. Yeah, okay, it's a little bit dodgy in places, isn't it? It's not The Sims, is it? It's not that tight. But I mean, it is what it is. Right, so go. I could see I was making that mistake. I'll pick it up and shift it, and we'll have to go back over to that. But I mean, not a massive amount of time spent here, but we've made something that's not too bad. I'm just dreading this edge here because this is where we're basically building the jigsaw from the wrong direction. And well, you know what? It's good enough. It's good enough. We can look at it from there, and that's not too bad. Right, let's get some lighting in. So, we want to have... what would it be under? What would it be under? Furniture? No. Oh, umbrellas would be nice as well. I'll have an umbrella. garden umbrella with probably that. And why can't it place there? It won't go. It has to sort of be, it has to be in the open, I think. Or not over there. Oh, well, that's a shame. Architecture. I mean, we've got like, look at this. We've got like nice little raised stairs. We've got big archways. We've got a gazebo. Right, hang on. Oh, you have to assemble a gazebo. All right, okay, fair enough. We'll not bother. I'll just place it because I want to try it out. But yeah, we can build a gazebo if we wanted to. That would probably go in that corner there. So far we've got all of these little steps going towards this area. That fire pit is probably too close, and that certainly is a bit annoying to get around. I'm going to probably shift it back a little bit, like so. In fact, we'll probably do that, like so, and that's still okay. And we'll put the fire pit basically closer to these two, so, and probably actually closer, probably further away from the entrance there, so you don't burn your legs as you go through. There you go. Obviously, these stones here will be completely ignored by everybody because they just want to get direct there and not have to worry about what they're standing on. But anyway, let's go for light. We've got fluorescent light, ceramic tiles, blue light. Yeah, this is perhaps not, I don't think we will have them in there. Light. No, I think that's all in-house, which is a shame. Okay, we've got clotheslines, we've got a shed. I mean, come on, every garden needs a shed. Let's go for buy now, and we'll place a shed. Hang on, is that a shed? What on earth? Where's the front? I think that's the front. Let's place a shed in these trees, like that. Can we rotate it around, fit it in? No. That'll do. So we'll assemble the shed. So place the base, and then we go for all of the edgings, like so. And I'm really hoping the door is on the right area. So we've got a metal construction. There we go. Yeah, so it's metal framed. Sorry, it's metal. Yeah, metal edging followed by a wooden frame there. What does it want to place now? Oh, this will be for the door. So we'll screw that in. Like that. Roof goes on. Capping goes on either side. I wonder if we're going to put a felt roof on it. So, right. There's the panels there. And no sort of roof on it at all. I mean, hopefully it's treated. It's quite nice there as well. Okay, one last thing then before we sort of knock it on the head. Let's go for plants. And we will place some of these. So we've got a conifer shrub, 2-meter conifer shrub. Okay. This will go quite nice in and around here, won't it? One there, and perhaps one back there. Well, let me place it for some reason. Right. Okay. And we also need. I mean, how many plants are there? Oh, there's a lot of plants. Not really that surprising, though, is it? Considering it's the garden. Oh, edible plants. Deciduous. I don't think there is weather or seasons in the game anyway, so I don't think it would really matter. What sort of thing can we go for? Rhododendrons. Yeah, we'll put some of those in. We'll go for some white rhododendrons. Buy many. And, oh, there we go. We can place them in and around here. We'll randomly rotate. Like that. We might place something else back there. Okay, that looks terrible in every way, so I apologise profusely. That was a bad idea. One or two would probably be fine. I wonder if we can actually... No, that's not what we want to do. Yeah, we can pick them up. We can replant them. Maybe some on the entrance here is fine. Yeah, that's not too bad. It just looks a bit bare here, but I guess it sort of is what it is. What else can we place to break that up? I wonder if we go for swimming pool with countercurrent. That's not really a swimming pool, is it? It's not sunk. I mean, it's a jacuzzi. No, I guess it is a swimming pool. I'm guessing we can't dig down. What can we do to make it just a little bit less? What can we do to break it up a little bit? A large cherry tree. Is that just still in its pot as well? It really is just still in its pot. Decorations. No, none of that would really work. Sawn circle as quarter shape with flower bed. Oh, it's a flower bed. Yeah, and we can place that in like wherever. Getting up to the fence is a bit difficult. That's not too bad actually. It's not too bad. So we'll sell that. Don't want that. We're just trying it out. I guess carousel. Oh, barbecue grill fury. By now, and we'll have a grill in. It's actually like the worst grill possible. Put maybe a grill there. I guess if I turf the rest of this, it would probably look a bit better, but I haven't. So yeah, that is our very basic, very basic little garden that we've managed to do. Not too bad for the time we spent on it. Obviously, we've cleaned it up. We've sprayed all of the graffiti off this area. We've removed some of the weeds. We've returfed, put these stepping stones in. Had a nice sort of paved area around here with a fence all the way around. Just there's a couple of rough edges here and there. Some seating, fire pit. I wonder if we can turn it on actually. No. We've got a couple of flowers, but it would be nice to have some more in there. And a grill with some more steps going back to a shed, which we can go inside and invent stuff. And finally, a lovely little hammock at the back there. Anyway, that's been a little bit of House Flipper, the Garden Flipper DLC. Nice little addition to the game, with all of the rough edges and stuff, notwithstanding about placing stuff, but that's always been in the game, and hey-ho, that's just how it is, I guess. But not a deal-breaker by any means. It's a nice little sort of extra bit for, you do the outside of your house, but the inside, you do the inside of your house, but the outside always look terrible, whereas now, not so much. And what's it telling me that's over here? Something red on the map, and I don't know what that is, and that's gonna bug me. Either way, if you like what you see, then links in the description, you can check it out yourself. If you want to see more, if you want to see us do do the rest of the garden, or do up another house or anything like that, then by all means let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.